Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whichever one applies to you. This is Henry van Rooyen from H3 Lofts. Just a report on where we at the program at the moment. It was a tough day at the office today, let me tell you. But anyway, I just want to fill you guys in on where we at with the program. So we're on week 2 of the medication and the feeding program. So we started off with a teaspoon or 5 ml of flaxseed oil, and then we also combined that with 5 ml of hemp seed oil on to 1.2 kilograms of feed, and we dried all of that off with 1 tablespoon of spirulina, and this will continue from Sunday up until Tuesday. In the water we had the good old brown vinegar and a rate of 1.5 milliliters per liter of water. Added to that was the milk bar milk alternative for calves and cattle at 20 grams per 1 liter. Remember to just put hot milk before you add the milk so it can dissolve. And then we had trimethoprim in the water as well, the liquid form at 1 milliliter per liter of water. And on Sunday, individually, we gave the birds a Meditrich tablet for each pigeon. But it was a tough day.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its scenes while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs and voices never shared, and no one dared disturb the sound of silence. Fool said I, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words and I might teach you. Take my arms and I might reach you.
Okay, and here we are. Pigeons back home from a very difficult, training toss. 220 kilometers, Wolmeranstad, and they don't look too bad. Although we've got a Lone Ranger on this side, and let me just put some light on. Got a few on this side. They're sleeping now. Sorry for disturbing, boys and girls. And we've got our Red one back. Very happy about that. Look at this bloke, he's sleeping. He flew a pot shot a long way. And there they are. That's the team that came back. So our time was 1 minute past 10. The first one came in. And then a few minutes later, they came in drips and drabs. I wasn't home. My son was home to clock them in. But it was only a toss, like I said. And yeah, so I was quite worried. And but it seems like this is going to be the final team. So as things stand at the moment, it looks like the final team will be 38 young birds for the season. And that they will fly the 10 bird limit, which will be 20 on a weekend, and we'll send 15 to the sprints. But I'm very sure that we'll still have some stragglers coming back tomorrow morning at some point, I hope. And we'll probably end up with a team of 40. I did send 45. And we've got 38 back, so we definitely have some in the bush. However, it's a sad thing when that happens, but what gives me a little bit of hope, that the pigeons that's still here and the ones that we graded according to the grading system that I've been taught by Mr. Painter, on the throat, the wing, the balance, the feet, and the feathering. The highest scoring ones, especially on the throat, they are still here. That can be coincidence, or we might have just graded them correctly. So I'm quite happy about that. We've got a one over there. That's not his blood. There was that's not one of their blood. It's actually one of the stripper pigeons that had their foot, a cut on the foot and then bleeded a bit. But yeah, there they are. Full crops. So they had all they can eat today with pellets and breeding mix 50-50. No barley today, because I need them to recover after this hard toss, because it was basically race distance. 220 kilometers is not a joke for a young pigeon on a toss. So it's the first time they went out that far. And but I think if these ones made it from 220 kilometers, they can probably make it from 1,000. We should just keep them healthy. This will be the smallest team I've ever entered in the races, but that can also be more of a good thing than a bad thing. But we'll see what the season holds for us. But yes, the guys and the girls are tired. They did fly. Some of them came very much later, so some of them actually had 5 to 6 hours on the wing, the ones who made mistakes. But the majority of them seems to have come on par with the other guys. And in terms of the club, our time that our pigeons came would have, it seems to be in the top 5% of the pigeons. There was 1,350 pigeons sent to the toss, so I think it was a very valuable experience for them. But this is just another example and proof that the majority of pigeons that we do breed will be rubbish. Well, that, in my case, it's the truth. And there will be a selected few that can do the job. And instead of pussyfooting around them and pomperlanging them, then you just carry the stragglers. It's best to sort out the team early, fly with a smaller group of pigeons, give them all the attention and the best feed and medicines you can, and hopefully they will be more successful. Well, that's what I'm telling myself to make myself feel better. Well, this is where we're at. Tomorrow morning we'll quickly see what the droppings look like, and we'll take it from there. So yeah, wish me luck, guys. It's going to be a battle this year with so few pigeons. I've got 35, and we sent the clubs, just the pigeons in our club alone that we sent this morning was 1,350. So you can imagine the big teams the guys are flying, and we've got at least one full-time professional pigeon fancier in our club, and then we've got a semi-professional that does this for a living, but to put it lightly, in our union or federation that we fly in, 3 of the top 5 are actually in our club. So it is very difficult, but hoping to get my shots in, and we're going to enjoy it for as long as we can. We're not going to give up. If we have to go back to the drawing board at some point, we do that. But at this stage, this is what we've got. Team of 38 seems to be the final team after the final dress rehearsal. So now we can put on electronic rings and we can carry on. So let's hope. And let's pray there comes some more back. Thanks, guys. If you haven't done before, please subscribe. Please press the like button and comment in the comment section. It's good for the algorithm, good for the channel. And thanks for tuning in, and God bless and goodbye.